would just like to begin my presentation today by acknowledging the traditional custodians on the land on which we gather today and pay my respects to their elders past and present, and I extend that respect to Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islanders here today. So about 2 years ago, I embarked on my journey as a designer. But my own story began much earlier as a toddler under my mother's arms as she stepped foot into Australia for the first time. She has since then raised me by herself, working 10-hour long days to keep a roof over our heads. Witnessing my mother's struggles and the various opportunities I missed out on during childhood, I made it my mission to help build a world where others would not need to struggle the same. So when I entered the workforce, I, like many other junior designers, had big dreams of changing the world. But I realized that doing so isn't as easy as I would have thought. But I do still believe that junior designers can drive immense positive impacts, particularly in ways that have been uniquely molded by their generational struggles with rising living costs and a rental crisis. Currently, I work at a bank, which is probably not the first place you think of when it comes to changing the world. But I do believe in the bank's values of wanting to improve customer financial well-being, and I figured the impact of my work could potentially reach millions of people. A few months into my role, I had the opportunity to work on a project between the bank and a property portal. And I was elated to finally have the opportunity to apply my personal values and experiences into a concept I believed could really positively impact the rental application process. So I got down to work, and I'm super happy to show you all the concepts today. So knowing how rigidly ANZ Plus verifies the identity of its customers, I thought to base my concept on zero knowledge proof. This is essentially where the bank can verify to the relevant parties, such as real estate agents, who the customer is without disseminating any sensitive documentation, such as driver's license or passport scans. This works because the other party, such as the real estate agent, has trust in the bank as an institution and trust in the bank's ability to verify the identity of the customers. So using this system, the customer can apply to the rental properties directly through their banking app, which allows them to avoid disseminating their data to numerous third-party application portals, and thereby reducing their vulnerability to data breaches. This system protects both the rental providers and rental applicants, which is a win-win situation. We can also leverage this to protect customers from illegal rental bidding practices and sham listings. However, as exciting as it was to prototype this concept, it was unfortunately passed up in favour of features that would help Australians on their journey to home ownership, but not necessarily rental security. I was disheartened, to say the least. I had struggled to understand why we were not a business priority. In a future where home ownership may be impossible for young people or just the everyday Australian, why can't we prioritise doing more to support those who have no other choice? At that point, I was at a crossroad. I questioned whether being a designer was really the right way for me to live my values. Was I attempting to do so at the right place as well? But throughout my journey so far, I have come to learn a few truths and reflected on a few things and realized that sometimes it's not that the idea isn't good enough or that the business doesn't care. It may just be that the timing is not yet right. And we don't have to create significant impact at the offset. There are still small things we can do or ways we can push the needle a little bit to eventually allow us to create significant impact. Since working on this project, I've had the opportunity to provide guidance to other junior designers, other graduates and interns. I've also had the opportunity to also present this concept to the leadership team at work and also to you all today. So I still hold the belief that this vision or some version of it will one day come true. Now, I won't lie and say that I've never woken up and still doubted whether I was making any impact or if I was still at the right place. But if there's one thing that I hold steadfast in my belief is that if we all become a little more conscious of the decisions that we make every day, then we can collectively generate immense positive impacts. I believe that holding onto your values as a junior designer is incredibly important, even in the face of immediate setback. I could have given up on this concept when I received my first no, but I continue to persist on this idea, not so that it will be demonstrated exactly as I see it, but more so as a demonstration of the real tangible difference that we can make to the lives of the everyday Australian and the more vulnerable in our community. On that note, I'm actually super excited to share with you all that ANZ Plus, as of yesterday, introduced Connect ID to the platform. So Connect ID is a very similar concept based on this, another identity verification system. And I think this is a testament to, even though it's not focused on the rental market, I do believe it's a testament to the real need for a solution in the space, and as well as a validation of how juniors' ideas could lead to, well, not directly mine, but could lead to a real-world product. So I urge my fellow junior designers to persist and believe in their ideals, and also for our more experienced leaders and designers to provide juniors with a platform to voice their opinions and help them change the world. Thank you.